Hi there, my name is JackTheFallout and welcome back to Bootstrap Island, the virtual reality island survival game. So since the last time I played it, this game has had a few major updates, and when the developers emailed me saying, hey, we have some brand new updates, do you want to check them out? And of course, I was happy to oblige because I quite like this game. If my wonderful thumbnail enticed you to click on this video and you have no idea what Bootstrap Island is, it is a roguelike virtual reality survival game. Your task, if you choose to accept it, is to keep on surviving and make it to the top of the mountain, which I have never done. This game's hard. Along the beaches, you're gonna find these chests, and these chests contain your newfound rewards. The more you play, the more rewards you unlock, and the more gear that you get to help yourself survive. Here I managed to burn my hand on a bit of kindling. No, here I managed to find a lovely rifle. This is set in like the 18th century, 17th century, so there are no like automatic weapons or anything. You've got muzzle loaders. And yes, this can help you fend off the nasties of the night, because there are monsters on this island that want to rip your face off. The game has a progression system, so the longer you survive, the more you unlock, but every time you die, your data is wiped. That's basic roguelike mechanics. And this in turn changes the rewards that you get in the chests that we mentioned earlier. So as you can see on screen, I'm currently building a fire. That is the first thing you're going to want to do. And the fire building in this is fantastic because you have to do it realistically by piling sticks on top of each other, grabbing some kindling and burning the bitch. My first night was spent fending off bats, but they weren't that aggressive because the first few nights the animals are very timid, but they get more brave as time goes on, and more daring. Honestly, I was really hoping that was going to blow up, but it didn't. The gun is done really well. Coconuts will be your main food source and your main drinking source until you find something a little more sustainable, but it's mostly going to be coconut. So if you don't like coconut, you're fucked. So I found myself another chest, and I'm gonna smash it open with the butt of my gun, which you can actually do. I was quite impressed by that. And in this chest, I found a bag, which is one of the new items that have been added. I couldn't put my muzzleloader in there. And it spawns on your back once you put it in there, and this can be used to carry different items around, and this is one of the better additions to the game, so you can fill it up with all of the tinder, all of the rocks that you need, so that you don't have to rush around trying to find tinder at the last minute before the monsters come out and try and bite your face off. It's brilliant. I really like the bag. It's a good addition. This time I had to deal with the thylacine, and oh boy did I deal with them. Unfortunately, as of now, in today's age, thylacine are extinct, but I think that they've done a really good job of replicating them in this game. If not, made them a little bit more terrifying. Damn, this gun is good. I got a thylacine. I shot one, I did. Thylacine? The mountain heralded a... The thylacine's model and the attention to detail on it was like coming up and close and personal to the real thing, to an extent. Yeah, they do look a little more terrifying than they did in real life in the game, but it's still amazing to witness that, if you get where I'm coming from. Anyway, I found a knife, and knives can be used to skin things, so I skinned the thylacine, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Again, attention to detail. Impressive. I feel sorry for Gary at the office having to model thylacine bollocks. Another new addition is this crate, that you can put all of the wood that you find in there. I cooked my thylacine, I stored it in my crate, and I picked up my crate and I moved on further into the island. The crate is great. I didn't mean to rhyme that. As I moved on, I added more and more to my crate, which caused a number of frame rate issues, and eventually this ended in disaster, so don't fill your crate up too much, because it can cause some issues, which you will see a bit later on in this video. Another new item you can find is if I go into my bag, I can get out this book, and this book will let me build a fence with a gate. I didn't have enough wood to finish the fence and gate, but you still get the gist of it. It's really cool. You can block yourself off from the outside world and stop the monsters from eating you. alive. Painfully. I can see their beady little eyes looking at me. Go on, back off, lizard. Okay. Breakfast.
One more day.
No, don't physics freak out, please. Well, that was extremely lucky. It nearly did a physics freak out. If you are going to survive on the island, you're going to need water. Liquid. Luckily, you can find this glass jar where you can store water and liquid into it. Water liquid. The glass jar is great. I don't know if it can be broken though. But you can find these fresh springs and you can actually dip the glass jar into it and fill it up. It's a really nice animation that plays. I like it a lot. One of the hardest challenges you'll face in this game is crossing these logs. You have to be extremely careful because one small move and you'll fall down and have to go all the way back around, and it takes hours to get there. Out of all of the creatures of the night, I think the bats are the worst. They're just creepy and not nice. I don't like them. Oh, fuck you! Oh, it sent shivers down my spine. Remember, storing your gun in your wood collection is a terrible idea because something just happened that is catastrophic. What? So my gun spark triggered when I accidentally flicked the switch and it burnt all of my wood that I'd been collecting. Oh, this game wants me dead. There are a few other things that have been added over the time, but I feel like I'll leave that up to you to discover, because I don't want to showcase absolutely everything. But these are some of the new things that have been added to Bootstrap Island. It's still a really fun game, and it has some cool stuff in it, so if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye.